director of Radiant Rock Stars. Yes, I love you. I have been with Scentsy since 2010 and have been really blessed with an incredible business. My business has been my family's sole source of income since 2019, when my husband retired from his career in corporate America at the ripe young age of 37. Yeah. Our Scentsy business allows us to live in the most gorgeous place we could find, the upstate of South Carolina, and it helped us build a beautiful home, to raise our family in. It gives us the freedom to be with our 2 children, so we don't ever have to miss a moment if we don't want to. And we truly wouldn't have this kind of freedom if I didn't start focusing on my Frontline long ago. I started sponsoring just a few months into my Scentsy journey and quickly realized that sponsoring and helping those consultants get launched and developing leaders were the activities that were going to give me the kind of business and income that I wanted. So I focused on what I could control: meeting people and asking them to join. Those are basically the only 2 actions that are absolutely within your control, so learn to get really good at those. There are many, many different ways to recruit, which you heard about today, but this is about what we do once they've joined. How do we help them along their journey? How do we get them to work? How do we get them to promote? Well, to put it plainly, we don't. Hear me out. We are only in control of so much, and you truly cannot make anyone work or catch a vision or create big scary goals for themselves, but you can create an environment where people want to work, or where they want to be a part of something bigger, or where they want to do big scary things because they see other people doing it too. And really, it must start with you. If I want my Frontline to be setting and achieving goals, I have to go first. If I want my Frontline to promote, I've got to go first. If I want my Frontline to meet new people, I've got to go first. If I want my Frontline to have more joint conversations, I've got to go first. If I want my Frontline to be consistent, I've got to go first. You catch my drift? Your Frontline follows your lead. So go first in all the ways that you'd love to see them perform. And after you go first and model the behaviors you'd like to see in them, then you are more qualified and more confident to help them achieve their own goals. But it doesn't end with you just going first. Then comes the important part: connection and leadership. And very honestly, I don't have a magic system or use a spreadsheet that will change your business, nor am I perfect at tracking my Frontline's performance. I won't give you Google Docs or magic questions to get engaged with your Frontline, because I'm not going to be inauthentic and tell you something that I know nothing about. Here is what I do know. Number 1, I will never be more invested in someone's business than they are. Never. I always put it this way: as a sponsor and a leader, I will match their level of involvement. This means that my leaders get the most time from me, and the rest of my time is allocated down the ranks. Number 2, boundaries. We love this word these days. But I have a love-hate relationship with the word boundaries. They are important, but I see leaders actually use this word as an excuse not to connect all the time. I am guilty of this on occasion, and while boundaries can be healthy, we can also have too many boundaries, or keep so many boundaries that we're just so close to the chest and we aren't actually emotionally investing or giving to others. Number 3, my husband says it best. I learned this from him. It is never wrong to be generous. Never. Yeah. I'm gonna tell him you clapped for that one. It is never wrong to be generous. When you are deciding where your boundaries go, when you are deciding how much to give, err on the side of generosity. It is never wrong to be generous. This includes your time, your energy, your hope, your love, your wisdom, your training, all of these things. Just go for it. Number 4, your job as a leader and sponsor is simply to offer. Sit. Offer and detach from the outcome. This means that you offer connection, you offer training, you offer advice and programs, but if they use it, if they appreciate it, or if they don't, it's not a burden you bear. This one is a very tough discipline. But as with any learned skill, the only way to improve is to practice, as we actually heard our keynote speaker say yesterday. Practice, practice, practice. And if you are aware, you will get better at this as you grow. You will learn to love and give and serve without expectation of return. Number 5, servant leadership is the only way to do this for a very long time. Serving others is rewarding and fulfilling, and you can't be exhausted if you view every person as a gift in your life, rather than a number or a box to check on your way to the top. You will always feel joy, no matter how hard the days get. Here are some ways that I have personally connected with teammates in the past and resources that I've created to help them build their businesses. Coaching calls, number 1, yes, actually on the phone, where we would discuss activities in their business, I'd help them uncover their roadblocks, and we'd set goals, and I'd hold them accountable. Essential through superstar consultants would get 15-minute calls, directors and above get 30-minute calls. Number 2, I do an entrance interview. This means as a new Frontline comes into the business, I'd ask them a series of questions to help me navigate our relationship as they grow. I might ask them, why do you think you're a good fit for Scentsy? Why did you join? How many hours per week would you like to dedicate to your business? These are great questions to ask in the beginning so that you know how to help them along your journey and you know whether to invest a ton or pull back, right? The next thing is albums on our team page, and that's the picture that you're seeing up there. I created these albums. These are current business resources that are easy to navigate right on social media where your team already is. Often, it's screenshots of what's on the workstation, but it also includes online party packs that I created in real life images that they could save and share right there. Super easy. Next thing, team training website. I use Google Sites. It's super free, very easy. I created a team training website for my frontline. It's also for everyone in my downline. The idea here was to be more hands-off a little bit in the beginning, to bring some unity and continuity to our onboarding as a group, and this is sort of a really cool perk. It gives new sponsors confidence in helping their teammates. So how many of you have been a brand new sponsor or maybe sponsored 1 or 2 consultants? It's a little scary, right? Or if you're new in the business and you sponsor someone, it's a little bit like, what do I tell them? The whole idea behind this website was to give them confidence in being a sponsor and help them build their own team. Number 5, Rockstar Rally. Anybody familiar with Rockstar Rally? This is, or was, a once weekly Zoom call focused on the celebration of what's going right in the world. That's what we do. Keeping up to speed on current business events, and it was a personal training delivered by me or a guest. It was absolutely amazing to watch the chat box fill with encouraging words, consultants helping each other, and people forming friendships with our weekly meetup. These are all very easy to implement, tangible ways to increase connection in your teams. And you don't have to do them all. You can do one, or you can use them as a jumping board to go home and create your own cool ideas that fit your team's vibe. But here's the final piece to this puzzle that I really want you to understand. The biggest key you need to find in this success, the biggest key that you need to find real success in this space is being willing to change. Your business goes through seasons just like your life and relationships. Your business will need different things from you in different seasons. You will need to adapt to meet the needs of your business. And you absolutely cannot do it all. Leaders wear so many different hats here at Scentsy. We are accountant, chief marketing officer, business strategist, customer service representative, liaison, connector, resources department, sales manager, packing and shipping, delivery service, hype squad, research and development, right? We do all those things. And I mean, it really, really is so much. So it's totally okay to focus on 2 or 3 specific departments in your business in a specific season. Very honestly, as I started to prepare what I would say today, I actually felt extremely unqualified to talk on this topic. Because over the last 2 years, I've taken a big step back from connection and leadership, part of my business, which is exactly what I was supposed to talk to you about today. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that some of you maybe needed to hear just that I didn't perfectly execute a plan, or help 10 people promote to superstar director in the last year, and that's okay. Because it was what my business and personal life demanded from me in that season. I focused hard in on sales, follow-up, and recruiting, and I have been extremely successful in those spaces. In fact, last year I recruited 36 new Frontline and sold over $90,000 personally. Yeah. Results not typical, I don't know what the link is, you know what I'm saying. I ditched the weekly calls, and instead I hosted retreats for my downline in my home and in fun locations. I created an entirely new team page on Facebook, literally shut down, forgot 10 years of work, closed it and opened a brand new thing, focused on celebration, community, uplifting fun. I spent dedicated time with my daughter, who is growing faster than it seems time should allow. I took a marriage class with my husband, and we are truly stronger than ever. But my business is entering into a new season where I've got to focus hard in on connection and community and building leaders. So it's time to shift yet again. It's time to start anew. It's not time to recreate what once was or get back a feeling that I once had. It's time to build something completely magical and fresh. It's time to serve, give more than I take, and ask my teammates, how can I help? Thank you.